Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. Let me check my microphone. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on November 11th, okay? 11/11, okay? November 11th, 2025, or it could be the 12th where you're at, depending on where you're at, because some of you are ahead of the US. Anyways, if you do like my videos, I post at least 2 fresh videos for you every single day. One is around 6 p.m. and the other one is at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Florida time in the U.S. And if you like to chat and hang out with other people, I would love to have you in our evening chat. Sometimes the other videos go live if I'm able to moderate them. But we have a great supportive group in our chat. And if you would like to hang out with other people, mostly Aquarian, not everybody, we'd love to have you in there. We're very supportive. It's not always about watching the video, though a lot of people do hang out and rewatch the video if it resonates. And if it doesn't resonate, they just hang out with other people, you know, and then go to sleep. Sometimes go to sleep to my voice. Anyways, before I do start your reading, you beautiful souls, I want to be the first person to tell you all that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you. Thank you guys for hanging out. This is in the split. Mending, and it's not for you, but in the reverse. Maybe there is a situation where you thought this wasn't for you, or maybe somebody else thought you weren't for them. Maybe there's some sort of change around that. I don't know. Yep, to the sea. All right, we have somebody. I never really understood. This deck has a lot of faces. I never really understood that, you know. It just kind of reminds me of, I don't know. I never liked that face. But anyways, there's somebody who is thinking, all right, this is sort of like that hermit energy of being alone to figure things out, all right? You might relate to the number 7 in some kind of way, okay? 7 in tarot is chariot for the major. Maybe you're born on the 7th. Maybe your life path 7. Maybe you're seeing 777s, but we have chaos and conflict on the bottom. And we have here 33. Now, I'm really drawn to the number 33 because a lot of stuff has come to my feed today, popping up in my, you know, when you're sort of scrolling. And there's been a lot about 33 degrees, 33 degree Mason, 33 degrees in the spine, okay, and what it means, and that prana energy. And so you might resonate with 33, you might be seeing 333, but there is somebody in this energy, okay? And if this is not your energy, then it's somebody else, and they're showing up in your energy. So it's like spending time alone, and I feel like it's some sort of inner conflict trying to figure out, new life here, trying to figure out what direction. And we have new life. So there's another 3 and a 9, which, you know, ultimately is 3s there. So there's strong 3 energy. I started this video at 4:44. You might relate with 12, 12, 12, 12, 21. All right. So if you're thinking about some sort of new direction, new life, this could be relating to you. Someone could be thinking about that also, as an observer. Somebody could be external to you, observing you and thinking that you're the one. Let's pull some more. Let's pull some more. I think these are Lenormand, steampunk. Yeah, steampunk Lenormand. Okay. Let's see if we can get some more. In the pre-shuffle, I had got the engagement ring, and I had got the letter, and I forgot the other one that came out, but I know I got those 2. And so I definitely think somebody is thinking about messaging. Yeah, we have cross to bear. I have had this card come out so many times. This is somebody who has a heavy message to relay, and this definitely, okay? right here. And I feel like this heavy message somebody has to relay is going to have something to do with a new life. So somebody could be changing relationship status, work relationships. Otherwise, people could be moving. All right. Whatever that cross to bear might mean, you might be ready to tell somebody something and it's not easy, and vice versa. Somebody might be ready to tell you something and it's just not easy. Yeah, we have the hidden book of knowledge. Book. The book is literally kept inside of a glass container. It came out in the reverse. Sorry about my ring light. It came out in the reverse. These cards aren't meant to be taken that way, but I sort of take it like you're about ready to find out some information that was covered. It also, this reminds me of the older generation is going to probably relate to this, or if you've ever been to a gag shop, you know, like a Spencer's or Hot Topic, and a gag gift, sort of like, you know, break open in case of emergency. That's what I felt. Break open in case of emergency. And I feel like somebody's been holding on to some piece of information, and it's about time to bring it out. Why would it be about time to bring this information out? What would the emergency be? Maybe somebody wants a new life, and in order to have it, it's like, okay, maybe something needs to get exposed. What could get exposed? Someone's feelings. Okay, the truth. So I do feel like the truth about how someone feels is coming out. I do feel like there's something, you know, somebody doesn't know and it's about to come out. So someone could be telling you this. You could be about ready to tell somebody this. But it's going to all have a lot to do with a new life, a new beginning. Why is it so heavy? I don't know. Maybe somebody has a hard time saying what they feel. Maybe somebody keeps their feelings locked up, you know, their heart under lock and key. I'm going to pull, I was guided to use a lot of Lenormand today. They're very literal. I have my Kipper Lenormand mixed together. And we're going to pull 9 cards, and then we're going to clarify that with a tarot deck that I got on Etsy, and I lost the box for it. So I can't even tell you the name of it because I lost the box for it. But I really like the deck because it's modern. All right, we have a house, a castle, okay, sideways here, card 19. That's good in this deck. This is a good card, okay? Now there's a lot of things in a process. So if you and your family, or if it's been difficult, because the mice is here, the mice is difficulty, okay? But it's also the only card I have to show multiple people. And we have this home. So there is something in the process, okay? Now, I heard that before I started this reading, hold on a second. I'm trying to channel what I heard. Hold on. Okay, I can't remember. I spent a solid couple of minutes trying to figure it out. I should have just shut up when it came in. That's how it happens. All right, it comes and it goes quick. We're just going to keep shuffling here, but this is what this is, and it's around ultimately this is a happy card, so it's around this happiness, home, location, place. All right, whatever this difficulty is, or possibly other people involved, family, okay, even children. All right, so I do feel like there is a new beginning here. Somebody's going to have to speak up. All right, maybe it's a matter of time. I see the cuckoo clock on the bottom, and there's that. So there's somebody who, this is what you don't see right here. Maybe you don't see, yeah, look at the house here. Okay, so there's somebody here who is like, maybe they're thinking about sharing a home with you as well. It could be somebody who has some sort of romantic feelings. Could be someone who's very grounded in nature because this person's barefooted, or maybe someone like to be barefooted. But I feel like this person is about ready to say something. This is a person in these emotions. You're this person in the boat here in their emotions, this person in their emotions. So whether they're out, whether they're at home, It's like somebody's in their feelings, and this has been coming out a lot. Okay, a lot for you. So somebody is looking at a whole situation here, and they're gauging their feelings. And what I think you don't know, because this is face down, is somebody is about to end something because they feel it's not for them. And then they're going to come looking. Now, I told you I started this video at 4:44. Now, here's 44 right here. And 10 endings. So there, you know, I feel like before somebody creates some sort of ending and come and look for you, this is the state of mind, okay? Or vice versa. Like I said, if you're already the one in this, you would be thinking about going toward another person, all right? If you are not thinking about another person or the difficulty of speaking your emotions to this person, then this is not you. It's somebody who is thinking about you. So keep that in mind. So I do feel like there's a strong indication about a home here and high honor reverse. I feel like somebody might want to know what it's like to spend a lot of time with you. Pathway here. Live in a house with you or work with you. But I feel like live with you. Also, maybe somebody in house. House is here again reversed. There's too much about a house coming out. Too much about a house. A house in reverse. And then there was a house in the upright. Somebody might want to talk to you about a house and an ending. Or somebody leaving. Okay, and there's that ring. Now, the center of this is snake energy, and it's number 7. This is number 7. So this person might be thinking about moving away, changing, all right? Like a skin sheds its skin, Did I say a skin sheds its skin? No. Like a snake sheds its skin, or karmic energy. So somebody might really be thinking about ending something that's been difficult, okay? A difficult karmic cycle. Or helping somebody end a difficult karmic cycle, because, you know, again, this person is the observer. This person is thinking, and this person is got their heart into whatever they're thinking about, because a cross to bear is serious, all right? And here's the house. It came out anyway, and it's right under this person. So there is somebody who is thinking here, and it has something to do with the home. All right, we're going to clarify before I, you know, I don't know if they want to share the home. Oh, also, yes, the message that I forgot just came back to me. Okay. Don't give up. In the pre-shuffle, I saw the 7 of Wands. Okay, and I think it was Judgment. Don't give up. You're so close. So if you have a vision, even if this is not your energy, or if someone's cross-watching, don't give up, because it's often darkest before the dawn. The energy is often dense before change, and this would be a perfect example of that. You see how dense this energy is? It's dense because it's like, I got to be honest with my feelings. But see what that honesty leads to? A new life. So don't lose the vision of a new life. And if someone's cross-watching, don't lose the vision, because it's almost like somebody has this heavy heart. They're thinking about ending something. But also ending can be giving up. Don't give up. And I would say I hope this person doesn't give up either. Because with this much strong emotion, I think it's definitely worth not giving up. Okay? It's nice. Now it's a path. Fell in the car. Why would I'm so screwed up today. We have card 22 here. It came out in the reverse. So it's a pathway. All right. And here's another pathway. This is Kipper and Lenormand. You see the difference, but they're the same. This has to do with a path. This has to do with the path. There's all this butterflies. So it's heavy because it's a very transformative path. This came out in reverse. You know, somebody might not know or might give up. Don't give up. Don't give up on whatever a new path is. I don't care if you're a cross watcher or if you're Aquarius, don't give up, because it's like I said, the energy is often more dense right before we make a shift and do something. But then when we do it, it's good. And sometimes we get pushed out of stuff. And I'll give you an example. You know, if I was meant to do this right here, right now, in this time and space and universe, and I meant to do this here right now, if I had not got pushed out of other jobs, you know, like a lot of people, when the big C hit, a lot of people got pushed out of jobs, lost jobs, had to reinvent themselves, right? And it was bleak, and a lot of people felt like giving up, you know. But look, on the other end of this, on the other side of this, okay, we have more knowledge, right? We have more knowledge, we're stronger, we know, we've tried different things, and we know kind of what works. But this isn't with health, this is with somebody's feelings. And when somebody goes forward and explains how they feel, that alone is a major change. But it also looks like whatever energies are around that don't belong, let's say karmic, this is big. Because it's, you know, I heard pestilence. So it's like walking away from pestilent type of energy into a better life. But there's a choice. That's why we have pathway in the upright and path in the reverse. Because somebody could stay where they are, like an 8 of Cups reverse. They could stay where they are, or they can go forward. This path forward is very transformative. But a previous path has already dried up. So if somebody were to just stay there, they would become probably more miserable, more heavy, or more dense, and also maybe a person who just give up on trying for the happiness. And I don't want to see that for anyone. Yeah, there's, you know, and here we have 24. This is the Lover's energy. It's in the reverse. So it's like somebody's thinking about who they want to be with. They already know who they want to be with, and they're having a lot of emotions churn up. And the thing is, I feel like they have not told a person this, and I feel like that's the information that's being hidden. Somebody's going to have to come forward and say how they feel, say what they mean, especially if they want to lock it in or anchor something here with the other person. So we're going to clarify. And I feel like we have this clouds here. This has confusion. We have this card here, number 13. Somebody might relate to 13. For me, it's a lucky number. Somebody might relate to number 4. And we have 6 here. So somebody's in their thoughts about you. Tell me about that house sideways. We got two homes right here. Might be leaving one home for another home. Now, some of you, if you've been having a lot of issues, you know, with a physical home, sometimes this can be like a help, you know, hiring help. Somebody might want to help you with a home or something like this, okay? Especially, let's say you're not moving, you're in your home, but there's something about going from one home or one state of being at home to another state of being. It does look like really somebody leaving one home to go to another. But like I say, it is going to be a choice because pathway upright and pathway reverse. Tell me about that. The 3 of Swords in the reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. So it's literally saying for somebody, someone is being guided to change and go in a new direction. That's why we have this Temperance energy here in this 9 of Swords. This 9 of Swords is showing up because somebody is heavy, heavy, heavy in their mind about this. Okay? So somebody might be, you know, should I do this? Is this the right time? Can I recoup? Can I recover? Can I repair? So there's something about this with divine timing, but also there is some information here that this is the heavy part right here. I want to know more about that Three of Swords. It is in the reverse. It's better information in the reverse. The blockage. Look at that. It doesn't even, that's the problem. That's starting off. This is the main issue. Nine of Wands in the reverse. Okay. Ace of Swords and Ace of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Eight of Swords reverse. Okay, King of Pentacles. There is somebody, it looks like, who is thinking about you. And they're trying to get some clarity. Maybe they're going off alone to gain some sort of clarity. Maybe literally going off in a boat in water. All right, somebody with a heavy heart here. Somebody might be going off alone to gain some clarity. You know, literally right here, writing it down. Maybe even doing, you know, pros and cons. I don't see Two of Pentacles. But someone is definitely trying to figure out if they should stop thinking about coming toward you and just come toward you. You know, just literally stop thinking, or stop thinking about this home situation and just do it. So somebody's trying to gain some form of clarity. What is this pestilent energy or difficult energy that someone's trying to move beyond and move past? Card number 5 also has a lot to do with fives are change in the devil here. Oh, okay. Wow, this came, that is weird. You saw that happen? I moved this up and it moved these two cards. I moved the devil card up. So that's the karmic. And that's this person. And I feel like this person is like, if I come forward, because I heard open up a can of worms. That's an older expression. Most of you will get it because most of you are older, but opening up a can of worms. So this, when somebody tells you what they have to say, it could open up a can of worms. And make somebody, I heard volatile when I saw this Queen of Swords reverse. Tell me about this person. And the card is a literal younger male, or with a rose in their hand, barefoot, sitting there alone, thinking. This devil energy, it's Capricorn energy, but it's, and this is Sagittarius energy, but it's all, I really feel like the hardest part is if somebody's like, if I do this, I could be opening up a can of worms. And do I want to deal with this? Because their card is 28. So they have the numbers of coupling and abundance. But they also together have the number 10, which means something must end. Even if it's just somebody's thought process. Yeah. 7 of Cups reverse. Page of Wands. Upright landed on the devil. And these mice. Somebody knows if they do what they're thinking about doing, which is this cross to bear and a new life, somebody knows it's going to open up a can of worms somewhere else. Maybe not with you and them, but somewhere else if they decide to do this. But it's a very transformative path. Like I say, and I may name this video this, there is a path that's dried up. So I would say there's a path that is dried up for them, possibly for you. And it is time for a new direction. It's transformative for both, because this path, 3 and 5, it's a difficult change with 5. That's also that those mice, that's a 5. But together it's 8. It's abundance. So there is a very positive path, but it's only after this path closes and it looks like it's moving away from another person, because it's 22 reverse. 2 and 2 being 4, but not being 4 or breaking up, literally. So somebody knows the choice is this: stay where I'm at, 8 of Cups reverse, or come in and make this deal. Okay, and we have Aquarius right there. The 7 of Wands came out in the pre-shuffle, but it came out like this, and I do feel like don't give up with that. Keep going toward your goal, okay? Don't wait for someone to come and save you. But if someone is thinking about coming toward you, it's not, I don't see it's about saving. But it could be. But I definitely see I got 4 and I got 4, 4. So 4, 4, 4. And this home with this person. So it might be someone who literally, you know, there's a strong home vibes. Tell me about pathway. It's a better, anyway, the new path is a better path than the old path. The old one's dried up. Yeah. Yeah. 4 of Pentacles reverse and Page of Cups reverse. 4 of Wands is another home card. I got 3 cards of home, literal house, okay, or location. But it's a new path. And this is the other thing to remember, okay, Aquarians, if this path opens up. So in other words, keep working toward your goals, right? 7 of Wands, keep at it. Don't give up. But there is a pathway that's opening up here for you, and it's a better pathway. But it's also a choice. It's a choice to stay on a path that's not leading anywhere and a path that's transformative. And I feel like the path is transformative for 2 people. So we have the King of Pentacles. It's a card of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but it's a card of money and stability. Okay? So there could be a new path that opens up with an earth sign, a new path toward money, opportunity, abundance, or a home. The High Priestess in the reverse, and this snake. The hidden knowledge, maybe somebody did some shady stuff. Okay. The High Priestess in reverse, it's like a person who uses their gifts for the bad right now is what I'm hearing with this. Somebody karmic. But with the High Priestess reverse, it's also Pisces, Virgo energy. Is this information that comes out. So these 2 cards are relating. And the heart of this is like somebody's going to learn something about a karmic, about some dirty, low down snake in the grass. Okay. But somebody might be like, should I tell this? So somebody might even know some information. Again, the heart of this is like, you know what? I'm going to expose this karmic for what or who they are, or the universe is going to expose them. This is a secret. This is hidden knowledge that is coming out, and it landed literally. It's on the snake here. The 7 of Wands reverse for this home, this happy home. Yeah. That's 7 of Wands. I feel like the 7 of Wands is somebody who sort of gets out of this energy and they trust you. They trust you enough to tell you, okay? Because maybe they want to be like, look, I'm going to tell you this, but don't tell anyone else. Or I'm going to give you this, but don't say anything. There's something here. Like there is a person who's really thinking about making a move, okay? And there is a person who is thinking about exposing some sort of hidden knowledge. You would not be aware of this knowledge. Now, the choice is stay where you are or go forward. But it's really saying for the Aquarian or cross watcher that this reading resonates with, The current path has dried up. The new path leads to transformation and change, but beautiful transformation. Butterflies are coming out of this path. This path is illuminated. This path is dried up. The Fool. And this is a new journey. This is a card of Aquarius. This is these two in the reverse. So it does look like in order for this, somebody's got to move away from something, okay? It could be an attachment to a belief, all right? Or an attachment to a home, an attachment to a relationship, or an attachment to a place or a dwelling. And it's like there might come an opportunity to go move forward, all right? It's showing it's better. It's very transformative in a very positive way. All right, but if somebody stays where they're at, they're basically, the path has dried up, especially with another person. So someone is strongly being guided, and it's Aquarius, to go in a new direction. And then here's like the deal, Six of Wands. It's very successful. This new direction is very successful. It's definitely showing up. Teaming up with someone else. There's a lot of stability, transformation, change, and abundance in this new path, if you choose it. It's coming here soon with the Chariot. Chariot is a car that it literally drives. Imagine it's the bus, okay? Getting on the bus, Gus, okay, and going toward this new path. So I really feel like that's what it's saying. And there's money, okay? There's focus. There's intention. There's a Knight of Wands and Five of Pentacles. So this is where someone's going to have to make a difficult decision. We have the Anchor. There's something that's trying to come into your life. There's something trying to find you. And I imagine it's abundance. We have another card of 35. Again, it turns to 8, which will be abundance. This is an 8 of Pentacles. That's intense focus. About a 5 of Pentacles reverse, 4 of Cups, and a Knight of Wands. I want to see more about this. Okay, I think I heard with that Knight of Wands, it's going to be a temporary, like whatever someone is worried about there being a problem, okay? Whatever this pestilence, whatever this information that gets uncovered, okay? Whatever stress or problems it brings is short-lived. It's short-lived. Tell me about that Knight of Wands. Because everything else is good. Unless it's literally happening in Saggy season, it's a card of Sagittarius, or if it involves a Sagittarius. Tell me about that Knight of Wands. 2 of Cups, yeah. This is a new home. Here's another card of a home. Okay, I've got 4 or 5 cards of a home, a couple of cards of location. All right, you and another person coming together. Again, the old path must close for this to happen for you and another person. This path is highlighted as beautiful, beautiful transformation. Whatever backlash happens, whenever this information comes out, or whatever relationship or person someone is moving away from, it's going to be short-lived, okay? The Tower will be short-lived. And we have because this is the thing, we have a king, we have you, King of Swords, and the Lovers, okay? But it also talks about honesty here, your sign. King of Swords upright can talk about shooting straight from the hip, honesty. And this Lovers card, and this would be this could be somebody literally telling you how they feel. And then this third hand here in the mix is like one of those hands are not going to be there in the future. That's where it's going to be, that path ending. So if anybody needed to hear this about, because somebody might literally be in the energy of like, I don't know if it's worth it. I don't know if it's worth it to go through all that trouble. It's saying it is here. It is. It's saying that the trouble is short-lived. All right, we're going to close out with Enchanted Map. There is strong indication about new location and home, and that whatever troubles or stress that come about from that, even if you're just thinking about, like, if it's a long move and like, do I want to do that? Do I want to pack all that? Do I want to, I mean, it's just showing however this is coming together. Two people are coming together, and it's a very transformative path. There's a path of abundance here, and this other old path dried up. So whoever needs to know that the stress will be short-lived, it will be. All right, so we're going to close out with an Enchanted Map Oracle card. I want to thank all of you beautiful people for being here. Thank you so much for hanging out. Never forget, you guys are spiritual badasses. Never forget the power that you hold. Never let nobody take your power. We have the Wizard of Awareness, card number 3. That looks like some sort of observer there. Let's see, card number 3. It says mindfulness is about being observant and remaining neutral about what goes on in the world around you. This applies to the environment within you too. If you struggle inside yourself, stepping into an observer position gives you a new, powerful perspective that neutralizes any discomfort or overexcitement. You have the capacity to see things clearly now and unencumbered by opinion or desire. So, when you have this decision, go within. And it's also saying stay within, because the stress is external. So if you're at peace within yourself, everything could be going on outside of you chaotically, and it's not going to matter. Because if you have peace in here, whatever that little chaotic environment is that's going to be showing you going in a new direction, that little bit of stress is going to be short-lived. Okay, because really what's trying to come about is you have created a reality inside of you, and now the universe is going to hand it to you. So you're going to have to put a little effort to go in that direction, and don't think about the stress that comes with it, because it's short-lived. And if you're cross-watching and you're thinking of approaching Aquarius, same thing. Whatever you're thinking is going to be a pestilence, it's going to be short-lived. It is a new, better path, transformative, and money. Anyway, I love you guys. I'll see you in your next video, and namaste, my friends.